Hello and welcome. My name is Lance and I'm the assistant coach for Mavs Gaming. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best finishing badge setup for any guard in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. And so how we're going to do it is we're going to go from each, 4 badges that you would get. So if you have 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on, I'm going to show you the badge setup that I would put for your guard. So to start this off with 4 finishing badges, I would put on Hall of Fame Posterizer. This, of course, is just going to give you ability to contact dunk in the lane and on any type of defender. For the second 8 badge upgrades, I would put it on Fearless Finisher. You have Posterizer, then Fearless Finisher. Let's look at Fearless Finisher's description a little bit. Strengthens a player's ability to absorb contact and still finish. Also reduces the amount of energy lost from contact layups. So the reason why I want to put this one is if you go in for a dunk with Posterizer, it doesn't work. You end up getting a contact layup. You still have a chance to really finish a lot of those layups with Fearless Finisher. Moving on to the 12 badge upgrades, I would actually put this one on Giant Slayer Hall of Fame. So a Giant Slayer boosts shot percentage for a layup attempt when mismatched against a taller defender and reduces the possibility of getting blocks. That's really the mainly part that I like of Giant Slayer. That last part reduces the possibility of getting blocked. And so as a guard, a lot of people are making the 6'7" power forward. But if you aren't that, everyone's going to be taller than you pretty much. And so with this one, this badge is going to activate quite a bit. So for the 16 badge upgrades, I would now put Slithery Finisher on Hall of Fame. So if we look at Slithery Finisher, increases the player's ability to slide through traffic and avoid contact during gathers and finishes at the rim. So it's just, if someone missteps, you're going to be able to just kind of slide right through them most of the time with this, be able to get your contact dunks or your contact layups, which is also a great ability to have. So if we move on to the 20 badge upgrades for finishing, we're going to actually add in Heat Seeker. Heat Seeker Hall of Fame, shots taken around the painted area, including dunks and layups, receive a greater boost towards takeover meter. So now, whether it's contact layups, whether you're posterizing people, now your takeovers are getting boosted, which is going to boost all your attributes just to get, be able to finish better, shoot better, all around make you a better player. So that's just going to add into you, being more of an unstoppable force. Moving on to 24 finishing badge upgrade points, we're going to add in Pro Touch Hall of Fame. So Pro Touch actually is a great badge. So if we look at it, it gives an extra shot boost for having slightly early, slightly late, or excellent shot timing on layups. And then it applies if you're using the stick to shoot. And so with that, if you're earlying, if you're lating, which sometimes on layups it just kind of happens. And so this is just going to make you, be able to finish more contact layups more often if you do, not get your posterizer or dunks. So moving on to the 28 finishing badge points, the next one you're actually going to add in is Rise Up. So although you're a guard, if you have any standing dunk, this kind of pertains to having standing dunk. If no standing dunk, I wouldn't do Rise Up. I would actually take Rise Up off and you would put it somewhere else. But let's say you made the 6'7" guards a lot of people are making. I would actually select Rise Up. Increase the likelihood of dunking the ball when standing in the painted area. So that's even off, if you do hop steps and you gather yourself in the paint, this is going to give you more contact dunks under the rim like that. If you don't have standing dunk, I would then, it's definitely different, do Post-Spin Technician Hall of Fame if you also get this badge. This one kind of, you got to, at this point you should get it, but what happens is, if you're on the key, you can't get past the defender. Most of the time people don't upgrade interior defense or enough strength or anything to be able to stop post spins. And so if you even just start the back down animation at the 3-point line, you kick in the post spin, you'll almost get past that first defender. I would say 9 out of 10 times you're getting past the first defender. It's kind of a different way, but towards the end of this you got to kind of get creative with these last badges. So I'm going to keep it on Rise Up, but post spin is the next actual tier section for the 30 badges. So to finish it off, if you could do that, I would put Post-Spin Technician on silver. But if you don't get Post-Spin, then you could look into adding in just highlight film to help your team out. But I'm assuming most people are making the 6'7" guards, and so you're going to have enough, you'll have enough finishing ability to get these. So with that was the kind of way that I would go into it. And so just to kind of backtrack a little bit, if using this system or using some of the things I spoke on in this video, you don't have to put all these to Hall of Fame. So, you know, let's go back. We talked about the 8 badges. So if you have 8 badges, you could very well, you know, put Posterizer Gold, Fearless Finisher Gold, and then you're like, oh, I want Slithery Finisher, or, you know, hey, we talked about Giant Slayer. You know, you could add that to Silver. That's your 8 badges. And so feel free to like that. I would kind of look at it as a tier system as well. Of course, you want the best badges first, but we also want to give you the ability to get the other badges quickly. That's why I say Posterizer first. You're going to be able to actually dunk on people. You know, if you go to My Career or anything, you know, if you don't get a dunk animation, we want to actually still finish the layups. You know, get your Fearless Finisher. If you're in My Career as well, Giant Slayer, you know, need to kick that on. You're going to be going against, you know, tall centers when you drive the lane. So kind of look at it like that as well. And that'll conclude the best finishing badges for guards in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Make sure to check out the playlist below. I have all my favorite builds for mainly Pro-Am and NBA 2K21 Next Gen. These builds are kind of designed to play in the competitive scene, you know, NBA 2K League type players or aspirations of being a great Pro-Am team. Also, be on the lookout for the Discord in the description. We play on PlayStation, Xbox. Always trying to look for players to play with myself and just in general help, you know, grow the community. I really appreciate everyone for stopping by. Be on the lookout for the next video. We're going to go over the best shooting badges for guards, and we'll kind of also transition into center. So, you know, let me know if you guys want to see that. But I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.